Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 61 of our Minnesota Twins rebuild here on Out of the Park Baseball 27. Last we left off, the trade deadline came and went. We made three trades in July, two at the deadline, and I think we are set up for future success, but potentially at the cost of our current playoff chase. Just to recap the three trades that took place. The first one, obviously, was sending Walker Jenkins to the Dodgers. Been there, discussed that. So far, he's doing a little bit better with the Dodgers than I'd say he did with us. He got off to a really hot start. Since then, looks like he's kind of fizzled. They are playing him almost exclusively in left. So we'll see how he does with the Dodgers. And then the two sort of deadline deals that we made. First, I traded Conley early. Like, listen, we already weren't going to bring him back anyway. Um, and he was just getting too expensive. He allowed, do some quick maths here, everyone. So in his last one, two, three, four, five, 6 appearances with us, he gave up 11 earned runs. Just gonna let that marinate. So we traded him to the Angels in exchange for Leandro Lopez, who was their closer. Obviously, not going to close with us. Going to be more of a long relief, sort of middle relief role down the stretch. I would say he's got an average to maybe slightly above average profile with two really good pitches. Velo is pretty low. However, I mean, if you look at the man's K rate, he struck out 12 per nine with the Angels, 16 per nine with us so far. So he's going to be here down the stretch. He is ARB eligible still. And so we will see how much he demands in arbitration for whether we're going to bring him back. But I think I'm leaning yes, since he is still only 30. And then the other trade we did was we shipped off Jared Jones to the Washington Nationals. Similar reasoning. He'd been kind of struggling for us this season. His demands and contract extensions were insane. He wanted I think it was 9 years and a 200 million almost. So we sent him off to the Nationals so far through two starts with them. He has been exquisite. And the return was Coleman Borthwick, one of the best young pitchers in baseball, was their closer for some part of the season in 2031. They convert him back to a starter. Did pretty well last season. So far, two starts with us. He has been aces. So he is definitely going to be a future part of our rotation, along with Reed Detmers and John Klein. The other spots, however, completely up in the air. So we'll see how Borthwick does down the stretch. We also made kind of a silly deal. This, admittedly, was me cheesing the system a little bit. So Colt Keith was a minor league free agent for the entirety of the season. Or he's a free agent rather. I signed him to a deal thinking that if I trade either Luke Keeschel, Jet Williams, Caleb Durbin, he can come in and replace any of those guys. However, we didn't trade them. So Colt Keith, kind of a luxury for us. So I traded him to the Orioles, despite the fact that he never made an appearance for AAA St. Paul or at the major league level. And we got Steve Taylor, who is a reliever with 75 potential, 24 years old, crushing it in AAA for the Orioles in Norfolk. Obviously, with our AAA St. Paul, uh, needs to work on his control. Let's be clear on that. Um, However, stuff looks okay so far. I think if he develops, he could be a really good sort of setup seventh, eighth inning guy for us. Don't think he'll ever be in line for the closer role with how bad his control is. Prevent BABIP isn't that good either. So I don't know if he'll be a September call up. Probably not. But he will likely be part of our bullpen next season. So that felt a little cheesy since Colt Keith never really played for me, but like I'm the one that signed him. So what do you want from me? And then literally on deadline day, we shopped Luke Keeschel around, and the return just wasn't worth it. And so my logic with Luke Keeschel is he's playing out of position at second base. He is one of the worst defensive second basemen in baseball, while also having a very poor offensive year. So I would rather sort of fall on the side of this is just a blip that he's going to bounce back from next year rather than trade him when his stock is literally at its lowest. He is in currently year 4 of the 8-year contract extension we gave him. He's making 22 next year. He's making 20 the year after. So we'll have to find a defensive position for him that's not second base. Don't ask me how. Um, he may even transition to kind of a super utility backup role where he's platooning a bunch with like Ethan Holiday or, if Kalen Culpepper has to move to second. But right now, he is currently on the IL with a strained rib cage injury. So we'll see how he looks when he gets back. In response, we called up Joey Carr, who had been in AAA for about a year and a half at this point, done pretty well there this season. And we're going to get him a look at second base. I mean, defensively, his ratings are really good. So far, I've played him exclusively at second. His zone rating is somehow in the negative, but it's also a 0. So don't ask me how that works. But yeah, he's going to get some time at second until Keishel gets back. And then likely the name on the chopping block will be either Joey Carr or Jet Williams, who, despite my attempts to make work, like, I don't understand it. I really don't. So that is the plan. One last quick thing before we get into the weeds. I played through 2 series off stream, a 4-game set against the Rays. We split it to a piece, and then we lost 2 out of 3 to the Red Sox, including a 0-15 loss where I had to pitch a very tired Brennan Woolers, Landon Gerst, and they just each gave up 3 runs. So Woolers' ERA is back close to 5. Landon Gerst had the worst outing of his season so far. And Diego Lanzosa gave up 9 runs, 10 hits in 4 2/3. He has been sent back down to AAA. I have no interest in pitching him. Maybe I call him back in September and move him to a long relief role, but I mean, there's nothing he does from a stats level or a percentile number that you can look at and be like, okay, I can hang my hat on that. His whip is a 1.56. He's given up 2 home runs per 9, 4 walks per 9, 8 Ks, which is about your threshold. 3.15 BABIP isn't terrible, but I mean, come on. His expected ERA is a 5.01. So nothing really there to sort of entertain the idea that he is worth it. Um, I might honestly move him to long relief and call him back up in September. If you look at those numbers, in 17 starts, he only made it 81 innings. That's essentially 4 2/3. That's not worth it at all. So Lenzosa may have to move to a long relief role in the future, which is unfortunate, but here we are. In response, and partially because my bullpen was so eviscerated, I called Yendy Gomez back up from AAA just to like get through a game and, 1 solid inning of work. against the Red Sox. So when it becomes time to make a decision on who we call up, we'll have to see. I could call Hudson Rowan back to try to give him some work, but we'll see what I end up doing. I could do anything. I could, you know what, Parker Detmers, he's an upcoming free agent. He's got 2 starts with me historically. We could see. Anyone fun on the waiver wire? I mean, bold of the Rockies to get an extreme fly ball pitcher in cores. I'm not going to question it. All right. Anywho, without further ado, let us get into game one against the Orioles. We have John Klein on the mound. They got Jack Leiter. Fun times will surely be had. Lantigua did pick up a back injury off stream, so he's going to be day to day for a little bit, but we're still going to play him because he's hitting the ball really well. Billy Daniels, since his call up at the end of last episode, has been quite nice in the slugging department. He has 2 home runs, 2 doubles already. Always fun to see. Clean first inning. There we go. Sergio Eduardo in scoring position. Lantigua hits it to shallow center. Jimenez will score. Not even a throw home. Where is your sense of drama? Strella strikes out on 3 pitches. Fair enough. And Mojica, swing and a miss. I think with Mojica, I am considering sending him back down to AAA. One, with the rookie service time rule or whatever, I think it's like 52 some odd days. And right now he's at 46. And like he's not doing much of anything. You know, he's not walking, or excuse me, he is walking a ton, which is good, but his K rate's in the 8th percentile. It's just not looking particularly great for him. So I think either I keep him and run him out there as a starter every day, or I send him back to AAA when McCombs comes back. So we'll see what happens. I'm not entirely confident really in either option. Orioles tie it up. Quiet game here through 4. Estrella, if you could not pop up, that'd be great. Mojica. Oh, he hit it so poorly that Jack Leiter couldn't possibly get the glove flip down. Joey Carr gets it down. There we go. Now we're talking. Culpepper hits it deep to left and gone. A 3-run shot for our shortstop. He's up to 9 home runs on the year. His previous career high was 17. Don't think he's getting that, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. Holiday K's and Gonzalez grounds out the end of the inning, but we do take a decent lead. See if Klein can get through the 5. Oh boy, you got this, John. Walks Jackson Holiday. You got this, John. Sanchez hits it to short. The throw in time. Very good, sir. How many pitches is he at? 88? He might be done. I'm honestly going to run Yendy Gomez out there again because he's going to get sent down soon, and I'd rather use him while I can. Oh boy. The fact that he allowed a leadoff double does run counter to that plan, and he scores. That's what I get. That's what I get for trying to be cute. Who do I want? Lopez, Lopez. There we go. Eduardo guns down Freeland. Nate George gets aboard. I'll let him face Abreu, and that's it. There we go. All right. Well, he did allow a run. Not great. Hashtag analysis. But here we are. Yeah, I think I'll send him down after today and call Hudson Rowan back up. There we go. Culpepper gets it down. We like to see it. Oh yeah, I think Lopez for the 7th, and then maybe Correa for the 8th, then Keckering, who did sign his contract extension, which I'll show after this. First, we're going to Lopez, clean inning of work, get Correa warming up. Our offense had one good inning, and that was it. Oh, Correa, don't do this to me. Sack fly, it'll score one. 4-3 ball game. That was a very odd camera view there. Really? Really, Carr? You're not even going to entertain the idea of that. George pops it up. All right, not the end of the world if he can get Abreu, and he does. All right, so Ashby can sit down. We're going to bring Keckering on, and I'm going to pinch hit. Actually, no, I lied. I'm going to pinch hit for Mojica when it gets there. Man, Willie Estrella is just fallen off a cliff. All right, Billy Daniels will come in to pinch hit. Hitting 0-0-0 as a pinch hitter. Don't worry about it. And he's aboard on the infield single. That'll play. Joey hits a chopper. No throw. All right. Hey, listen, a lovely 3-run shot to no longer make this a save situation. Walked him. Bases loaded. Ethan Holiday strikes out. Dog, I hate this dude. All right. Billy will take over left. Keckering will come in for the save. Gets it done. We win 4-3. Ethan Holiday went 0 for 5 with 4 Ks for those keeping track at home. Klein did decent. Both Gomez and Craig giving up runs is unfortunate. All right, we're gonna send Gomez down to AAA. Thank you for your service. And then Hudson Rowan will return, and Dutkenjevic will go to AAA, and then I'll just let the minor league AI figure out who the heck is going to play for them. All right, so Hudson Rowan has arrived, or rather, he's returned. He had 5 starts earlier in the year that didn't go particularly great, but we'll see how it goes. You never know. We're going to sim game 2 with Shane Baz on the mound. We lose 6-8 in 10. Colt Keith, who we traded to the Orioles, hits a walk-off 2-run shot against Gurst. Culpepper had his 8th error at short. That allowed 3 unearned runs. And Eduardo had a pass ball also. Yikes. Yeah, like that's the problem I've now run into with Kalen Culpepper, where defensively at short, he has become a problem. So I think the future spot for him is second base. But then if I move him to second, Ethan Holiday probably then sticks at third. So shortstop kind of opens up again. We could see if Joey Carr could be the main man at second base. I feel like the answer is no. But yeah, it's very unfortunate the amount of unearned runs in that loss. All right, let's go to game three. We got our boy Borthwick on the mound. I'll give Lantigua the day off. Yeah, I really don't have a backup first baseman now, do I? To be fair, I think I had Sergio Jimenez play first a couple times last season. Yeah, twice. Um, yeah, Durbin's not rated for it either. No one on my team can play first base, which is usually the opposite problem. I guess I'll just keep him in there. And then Billy will bat sixth and take center. I think I'm leaning towards sending Mojica back down to AAA because he's just an automatic out at this point, and all I'm doing is burning service time. When does McCombs get back? 1 to 2 weeks. Yeah, I need to figure out what I want to do there. All right, Billy for Lantigua. Everything else is fine. All right, let's rock and roll. Borthwick on the mound. Hopefully, this game does not also go to extra innings. All right, Estrella is on second. Mojica hits it deep into center and off the invisible wall. That cleared the fence. I'm just saying. That clearly cleared the fence. And Mojica hurt his knee but can remain in the game. That could have been disastrous. All right, we take the lead 1-0, and immediately the Orioles get it back. But now Carr's on second. Williams swinging a miss. Yeah, I think when Luke Keeschel is healthy again, I think Jet Williams is just going to get cut. I'll probably waive and DFA him just in case anyone picks him up to save us some salary, but I think he is the clear and obvious cut. Like Joey Carr, I kind of just want to see what he's got because we got a lot of infielders in AAA. Mojica goes down swinging. Salazar pops it up. Caught. Oh man, Borthwick is getting hit hard here. Alonso hits it to third. Should be a double play. Second for one, first for two. Very good there. Luis Almeida walks. They never try a back pick at first with a runner on third. Are you dumb? Anyway, we got the out, so it's fine. It's fine. The pride of New Lebanon, Ohio. Joey Carr. I've driven through Lebanon, Indiana numerous times. Did I know there was a New Lebanon in Ohio? All right, Jet, what do you got for me, buddy? Walked him. You know what? You want to try a back pick? Just for that, we're going for the steal. Jet, come on, have some confidence. He's killing me, this dude. All right, Gabe walks. 2 men on for Sergio. And he grounds out. All right, Borthwick is at 88 pitches. And he is struggling here in the fifth. We'll get Lumpkins going. All right, that'll be it for him. Not his best outing. If these inherited runners score, it could look a lot worse. Gets a pop up. Very good. Well, there goes that. Sam Basal hits a home run. Borthwick's line now looks completely hideous. And David Lumpkins continues to annoy me this season. I think I've had like 3 bullpen arms that have been consistently good this season. And by 3, I mean, yeah, really 3. It's been Caldara, Gerst, Ashby. Keckering had a bad start to the season, but since then he's been perfectly fine. You know what? Lumpkins, I'm done with you. I don't care that the run was unearned because someone had an error. Let's take a moment to look at who. Jet Williams at third. Fair enough. And Caldara gives up a solo shot. Don't you love this team? All right, I'm pinch hitting for Jet here. We'll give Durbin some ABs. And what does he do? He flies out. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, it's an 8-1 ball game, so at this point, we're kind of playing for pride here. Shallow. No, we're not going to run. We'll let him and deny Jimenez of a grand slam, or conversely, a fielder's choice at home. And Estrella pops it up. Bases loaded, 1 out. We can't score anybody. That does indeed track. All right, Durbin will. Whoops. No. Durbin goes to third. Culpepper stays at short. And Caldara gives up another. Dear Lord. It's not going good, folks. Remember when I just said he was one of the few I could trust? Here we are. Again, only one of those was earned. Just saying. Lopez, just get the outs. Thank you. 2 men are aboard for Jimenez. Hits it to short. The throw in time. Very sad. Estrella also grounds out to end that game, and we lose 9-1. Pitching sucked. Lumpkins allowed all 3 inherited runners to score. Jet Williams' error came back to haunt. And that's just kind of where we're at as a society. All right. So our 40 man's at 38. And Beltre comes back in 2 days. So I think when Beltre gets healthy again, we're going to send. Actually, what's the. Rookie eligibility. Unless he exceeded any of the following 130 ABs in a previous season. Oh, okay. 45 total days. Major Arthur awards. Well, I think I might just roll it out with Mojica anyway, because like Beltre, he's not going to give me much. I think we're just going to roll with Mojica, and then when McCombs comes back, I'll figure it out. That's just kind of where I'm at. So we lost that series. We now go up against the Chicago White Sox, who are just below us in the division. Hudson Rowan on the mound for game 1. Let's party. Durbin will get the start for Jet Williams at third. Estrella can go to the bench. In real life, Gabe Gonzalez is getting first base reps in AAA. So maybe it could happen. All right. Jimenez is going to play first. So I need a DH. I think we'll move Mojica to DH. Lantigua to left. And Billy Daniels. Or, nah. Billy Daniels will get the start in center. So we have no outfield subs whatsoever. We'll see how that goes with Hudson Rowan on the mound. Already down a run. It's fine. Gonzalez has the chance to match, and he struck out. Look, Mendez pops it up. Very sad. They got 2 on the board. Oh boy, you got this, Hudson. Get Riggins. That looked like a strike to me, Blue. So he's already dead tired, but he gets Romero to pop up. All right, that'll be it for him, which I acknowledge is a very sad thing to say. 4 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, a lot of walks. It's fine. Your pitcher is fatigued. I'm fatigued watching him play the game of baseball while we're on the subject. All right, Correa got 2 clean innings there. Take that. Meanwhile, offensively, we have done absolutely nothing. Clean 7th from Woolers. He's only had 9 pitches, all even. There we go. Sergio Jimenez RBI double. At least someone came to play today. Antigua did not. He strikes out. Mojica is intentionally walked to get to Billy Daniels, which is the wrong decision. Mojica is like the worst hitter on our team. Billy Daniels can slug for days. You fools. Since it is a righty, I'll have Eduardo pinch hit here. And they immediately switch to a lefty. You rats. Turnabout is fair play, I suppose. All right. I think I want Keckering to get ready. Come on, Brennan. You got this. Get him looking. Very good. All right. 2 shutout innings from Woolers as well. All right. Bottom of the 8th. Let's see if we can get a run in. Joey Carr up first. He gets it down in center. I'm not going to go for the steal off of Drew Romo, but I am tempted. Ooh, the double steal is in play. We're doing it. Send it. They hold. Double steal. Holding again. I mean, if they want to walk Durbin, my God, they just might. And they do. Bases loaded. Gabe Gonzalez hits it into left. That is over the head of the left fielder. All the runs in the free world will score. And that is a 2-run double. And they have to use another bullpen arm, which is awesome. Yeah, Sergio. There we go. Antigua hits it to center. I am average, normal. I'll hold him up. There's only 1 out. Let's see if Mojica can bring him in. He could not. For those keeping track at home, he could not. All right. Good work there from the offense. We'll bring in Keckering for the save, and he gets it done. All right. We take game 1 of the series. Hudson Rowan, not great. The man did walk 5 guys, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay day offensively. Took us a bit to get going, but we got there. It's fine. Yes, what I referenced before. So last episode, we offered Orion Keckering a 2-year, $10.5 million contract extension. We did not promise the closer role because Gerst is going to be our closer going forward. And as the team option in the middle, so in case his arm does start falling off, then we might look to move on. But I mean, he's had a pretty good year so far. I think he's been very, very good in the closer role, which is quite happy. I think we definitely won that trade. That was in the deadline in 2026. We traded the Phillies Austin Martin, who was kind of like a quad A guy for them for a few years. Did really well in AAA. They cut him. He goes to the Mariners, doesn't do great. Dodgers last season also does quite a bit better. Is currently, though, a free agent. So, all right, let's play game two with. I mean, I'm kind of just want Estrella to hit through it a little bit. Yeah, we'll just play the lads. Reed Detmer's on the mound. I think if we could win this game, that guarantees we win the series. And I think we're in an okay place in the division. But we've lost two series in a row, so I'd rather not lose a third. You got this, Reed. I'm not worried. We're okay. Also, old friend Trey Morgan, still getting starts for the White Sox. Always fun. He's doing pretty okay for him this year. Happy for him. Oh, hi. They signed him to a 3-year extension. That's cool. I always like when you trade players to teams and they extend them. Helps the game feel more alive, I think. All right. Gonzalez, Jimenez are aboard. Eduardo hits it into left. That'll land off the wall. That should score one, maybe two. The very awkward camera blocking there means we couldn't see the long throw at second, but it's fine. Just imagine a dramatic slide in. Gonna see if they want to walk Lantigua. Sir, I told you to take the pitch and you checked your swing. All right, now I'll let him hit. And no dice. All right. Well, we get 2 runs and the lead with Reed Detmers on the mound. That might be enough, but his pitch count is quite high. And he allows a solo shot, and Lawrence Butler is aboard. It's fine. Strella's on second. Joey Carr. Huh? Okay, they're saying it was in the dirt. All right. In my head, I was like, did he hit it? And then the catcher just picked it up magically. Culpepper into right. That should land. Don't know if it'll score Estrella. He is going home, and he's in. 3-run ball game. I did not mean to send Culpepper there, but you know what? He got the steal. We're okay. And it didn't matter either way. All right, Reed, can you give me the sixth? Good man. He's probably at like 90 now, 86. All right, he's staying in. Who do I want? Ashby. Yeah, I think Ashby, Gurst, Keckering. But the problem with that is, no, I can't do that because then I'm out of middle relievers for a while. So it has to be Lumpkins. Oh, boy. 2-minute board. You're bunting? Have some respect. Damn. Yeah, Detmers was left in too long. And Lumpkins walks in a run. Avert your eyes, folks. This is going to get really ugly. Rise to the second. Home for one. Back to first. Not in time. Well, they got one. Riggins hits it to short. Home for one. Very good. Romero got him swinging. If he didn't have that walk in there, I'd have praised the Lumpkins' name. There we go. Willie Estrella. A triple. An RBI triple. Mojica into right. Over the right fielder. That'll score Estrella. All right. We're getting a little bit of a cushion. How many pitches was Lumpkins at? 14? Okay. I think what I'm going to try to do is get Lumpkins and Gerst to combine for the last 6 outs. That is my plan. So Mojica takes third on the flyout. Yeah. Good call by Mojica not to go home there. He's out by a mile if he does. Holiday grounds out. I think the problem I'm just running into right now is three-fourths of my infield right now are essentially automatic outs. Because Estrella is cold, minus today, of course. Joey Carr, he's a throw in. It could be Durbin, could be Williams. They're automatic outs. Holiday is sucking. So all I got is Culpepper right now. David, get out. Be gone. All right, 1-run game. Jimenez, Lantigua are aboard for Estrella. He has a triple today. Can he get the homer? Hits it deep. Up and to right. Hard at the wall. Fair enough. All right, Gerst for the save. Riggins is on second for Romero. He hits it up into right, and it lands. Tying run scores. Bottom of the ninth we go. All right. It's Mojica. Oh, they're going lefty. Splits. Yeah, Billy Daniels will get the pinch hit here. Come on, Billy. Walk off home run, and I give you a contract. Chuck out looking. Joey Carr, same offer to you. Grounds out. Culpepper, you already have a contract extension, so there's not much I can offer you. And he struck out. All righty, we're going to extras. Lantigua will slide over to left. Billy will take center. We're going to get Ashby warming up. Gerst will face old friend Trey Morgan, and then that's it. And he got him to line out. Very good. All right. That's it. Actually, Okamoto, better or worse against lefties? You are so much better against lefties. Oh, my God. 556 slug, 950 OPS. That's insane. And he gets it down in front of Gonzalez. Either way. All right. Ashby, good luck. All right. 1 run ties it. 2, we walk him off. Holiday gets aboard via the error. Now, here's my question. Do I pinch run with Jet Williams and try to get the steal to eliminate the double play? No, I think we let Gabe hit. He hits it up and to right. That'll be caught. Culpepper makes it home. It did not look like he was safe, but I'm not going to question it. Here's Jimenez. Hits it to second. They get him. Ethan Holiday is in scoring position. Eduardo gets it down into right. The throw is not in time. Eduardo walks off the White Sox. We get the win 7-6. Our bullpen, very unimpressive today, but we get the win. Very good. Only 1 walk. It's fine. Yikes. Yeah, Lumpkins, man. I don't know. I really don't. Like everything he was good at for the last season and a half has just went away this year. Like his whip is worse. He's allowing home runs for the first time. Walks are up. Ks are down. It's not great. Not Great. But hey, we got the win. So who can complain? That also means we take the series no matter what, and we could sweep them to go above 500. Let's see what happens. John Klein on the mound. Nope, we lost in 12. Man, quit. Oh, yeah, Caldara had to throw 40 pitches. No wonder he got popped. Goodness gracious. Willie Estrella had an error. Correa Ashby do well. Gurst gets a hold but gives up a run. Keckering blows the save. Then Caldara has to be the sacrificial lamb at the end. Lantigua went 0 for 6 with 3 Ks. Nice. Yikes. Yeah, that's good thing we have a day off to get everyone back into shape. All right, so let's think about this. Pitching coach and hitting coach are both on expiring deals. I think Daryl Robinson, I am leaning towards letting walk, but like, because it's Robinson and Stark, right? So the thing is, like, neither of them are in charge of training or teaching, I should say. So that's kind of fine. Stark works well with one person, doesn't struggle with any of them. Robinson, the same. I think we're going to let them both go and try to get a more cohesive staff in the building. I mean, Stark, his teach pitching is legendary, but yeah, I think Stark will offer him an extension. Think Robinson we're gonna let go. All right, and now we're going to the other side of Chicago to face the Cubs. I say that when this series is at home. Let us. What do I want to do? I think we'll sim game one with Shane Baz on the mound. We get the win 7-0. Jimenez has his 20th home run. Lane Tua has his 12th. Very happy with that. And yeah, I mean, Shane Baz, 6 2/3, scoreless, 5 hits, 1 walk, 6 Ks. Leandro Lopez, 2 1/3, 2 hits, a K. I think Leandro Lopez is going to be good next year. I don't think he's a guy that's going to be on our team for like 3 or 4 years just because he's already hit his potential and, his ratings aren't that great. But hey, if he can do well this year and next, we'll take that. How's PCA doing in his career? Pretty good. I do say so myself. They kept him at center field, yep, the whole time. Looks like defensively he stayed pretty good. Fair enough. He is in year 4 of an 8-year extension. He's making 42 a year. Good gig if you can get it. All right, let's waltz into game 2 with good old Borthwick on the mound. All right, we're going to give I mean, Culpepper's hot. Like, I can't give him an off day because he's hitting so well. I think I'll have Durbin take over at third for Holiday. Joey Carr, I just want to get as many ABs as possible before Keishel comes back. It's pretty much where I'm at with that. Because I'm going to have to make 2 cuts. One to the outfield, one to the infield. And the infield one is either Carr or Jet Williams. I mean, let's be frank, it's probably Jet Williams at this point. Runners at the corners. Lantigua pops it up. Man, oh man. Estrella full count, easy money. Into left, down off the wall. Okay. I am going to send him. The ball is very deep, Average, normal. I feel like very deep should supersede, like, if normal and average like balance each other out, then very deep means the ball should take a while to get there, which means he should be safe. Indeed. We're okay. All right. Mojica man on second. Struck out looking. Joey Carr pops it up. All right. Come on, Borthwick. You got this, buddy. Oh, they tied up. I also want Borthwick to go deep into this game because he had a very, very quick outing last time. Miguel Amaya, our old friend. How's he been doing? Well, he's hurt right now, which is fair. So we had Miguel Amaya. We acquired him from the Cubs. He was our backup catcher for like a year and a half, essentially. Did really, really well. We trade him back to the Cubs. It looks like he was their starter for a couple years and now back to being a backup. Did he miss like all of the season? That's rough. Come on, Borthwick. That's going to be an infield single. Oh, Joey Carr. I mean, he's probably safe either way, but still. Marcelo Meyer hits it up into right. Gabe's there. We're okay. Everything is fine. See if the bottom of our lineup can do anything. All right. They hit Estrella. Mojica flies out to the left. And Carr hit the ball so well that Michael Bush had no shot. I am going to go for the double steal. Didn't work. Ah, nuts. Ah, that's annoying. All right, so the double steal does cost us a run there. See if Durbin can get something. Into center. That should land off the wall. Indeed, it does. And the poor center fielder is standing there having a good time. Very good from Durbin. Yeah. I don't know what to do with Durbin. I tried trading him. No one wanted him. Heck, I even tried because we're paying 60% of his salary this season. And I even tried retaining 30% of that remaining of the whole 100th. So in reality, I tried retaining 50% of what we're paying and no one wanted him. So like, all right, fair enough. That should land. And it does. Throw is not in time. We're keeping it moving. Eduardo grounds out, but we do get a nice, healthy lead. Let's see if Borthwick can get me the sixth. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm skipping Lumpkins. Alcantara walks. All right, that's it for Borthwick. See if Woolers can slam the door. Oh boy. I mean, to be fair, PCA probably gets the third anyway on a steal. Bases loaded. Rosario hits it into left. That'll be caught, but PCA is easily making it home. All right, they cut the lead to 3. That goes on Borthwick's line. Let's say Nico Horner at DH. Wow, his range has fallen off a cliff. Yep, 2030. His defensive rating at second dropped from a 70 to 65. Then next season it dropped more. Then next season it dropped more. And it just dropped more in the middle of the season. Yikes. That's a yikes. Okay. Ideally, Brennan can get me the outs here. However, I have little faith in the man, so we're going to get Ashby warming up. And that's why I have little faith in the man. And he's walking Marcelo Meyer. Dude, I'm going to be honest. Get the first out. Go home. Good decision. Okay, Tovar was safe at second. Come on. The man was standing on first base when he got pulled back. Also, shout out Ezekiel Tovar for being able to escape Coors Field. How long was he the shortstop for me in my Rockies rebuild? I think it was until about 2030. So then we brought in Ashley Andahar. PCA. I'm not worried. There we go. Ashby has been so good. I'd extend him if he wasn't like 34 at this point. There we go. Caleb Durbin, solo home run, trying to justify his place on the roster. To be fair, the amount of money he's making kind of justifies that already. It's fine. Meadows strikes out again. How old is Ashby? 34? Yeah, he's 34. All right, let's see if he can get me the eighth. Good man. He's so dependable. And then Gerst. See if he can just give me the 3 outs. All right. We take the game, not Borthwick's best, but Wohlers, allowed the inherited runner to score, so it's kind of on him. Lantigua went 0 for 4 again. I think I need to sit him for a bit. Give Billy Daniels some reps here. I'll sim this game first with Hudson Rowan on the mound. Hey, we won! Woo! 3-1. Ethan Holiday had 3 hits. That's good. Culpepper was caught stealing again. Why were they running with Ethan Holiday? I'm not going to question it. Pretty good from Hudson Rowan. Craig gets the hold. Keckering gets to save 22. That's good from Hudson Rowan. All right. Okay, so Keishel is back. I think the best decision I think is just to waive and DFA Jet Williams because we're not bringing him back in arbitration. In terms of monthly ABs, like he had 30 in July and was terrible. He had 21 in August. He has an 0.48 average and a 226 OPS. Defensively, he's bad at second, not great at third, arguably even worse. No option years. We're just going to waive and DPA him. That will hurt our locker room a bit since he is a leader, or he's a captain, I should say. But we still have Estrella for that. Not the end of the world. So yeah, Jet Williams, DFA'd. Keishel comes back. Okay, but now I have a lineup problem. Because Estrella hasn't even been very good at first. Like I can't put this guy anywhere. I could move him back to third. But he's going to be so bad at third. Move him at third. We start giving. I could. We could. Yeah, I think I'm doing it. So, all right, here's what we're going to do. This is going to be very ugly. Joey Carr to the bench. Ethan Holiday drops down to bat ninth. Or do I just have Luke Keishel bat ninth as punishment? Honestly, yes. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Keishel is going back to first base. Estrella is going back to third. Culpepper is going to second. Holiday is going to short. Is that worth it? I think it makes us better defensively at second. Makes us, honestly, could be the same defensively at short with how bad Culpepper has been. Definitely makes us worse. I think it definitely makes us worse at third, but that's not the end of the world. And then Estrella can back up there. Carr, Culpepper. I don't hate it. Let me paste the lineups and then swap out tight for Salazar against lefties. All right. Anyone else? Yeah, Carr's been really good against lefties, but it is a pretty small sample. Holiday's actually been terrible. You're right. So I think we'll maybe just do that experiment against lefties. Culpepper can stay at short. Keisha will go to second, and then Joey Carr or Keisha will bat second. Carr takes over that spot. Yeah. So we'll do that infield shift only against righties. All right. I don't love it, but here we are. When does McCombs get back? Tomorrow. Lovely. Yeah, that one's going to be a harder decision. Of do I send Billy Daniels back down? We'll see. I'll give him a start though. Let's see what happens. Kevin Gaussman, who the Royals offered me like 15 times, which fair enough. I'm gonna give Lantigua the day off. Billy Daniels will take center. I think he'll bat. Nah, he'll bat eighth. All right. Our ace on the mound against 41-year-old Kevin Gaussman. We got this. There we go. Gabe's on second. Sergio, that's going to land. Will it score Gabe? I'm not too sure. The throw, not in time. Lead is ours. And Eduardo strikes out. What is his K rate this season? 49, literally right on the edge of average. All right. Behold our new look infield. God, we're a questionable team defensively, aren't we? Oh, you got this, Reed. See? Oh, boy. You got this, Reed. Well, if he has to go on the IL, there's our swap for McCombs. How bad? Oh, knee tendonitis 5 weeks. I mean, there goes arguably our best hitter. That's not quite the rest of the regular season, but it's close. Lantigua will obviously take over for the rest of the game, and then yeah, McCombs. How do I want to do this? I think Lantigua can take right. Well, that's grim. Reed Detmer's pitching today, also slightly grim. So yeah, that means McCombs will just take over in right field. I'll look at Lantigua's numbers in center. I could just have McCombs play there. You got this, Culpepper. Solo shot to left. Or a line drive to right. I will take that. And Holiday grounds out. All righty. Let's see if Reed can get me through the fifth. Oh, buddy. You know what? I'm going to have him get through it. If this guy's going to be our ace that we've committed a heck of a lot of money to, he's going to need to get these outs. That looked like the slowest throw I've ever seen. Mm, got him at home, which not in time. I beg your pardon. He looked out by at least 2 feet. And Patterson gets it down. I might look up Reed's monthly splits after this game because I have a feeling they're starting to get pretty bad in July. Well, July was probably fine, but August so far has been grim. Why, in the name of all that is holy, with one out, would you go to? I'm gonna be honest. This guy's killing me. I'm not. Listen, Lumpkins, I'm doing you a favor. You're not coming in this. There we go. Reed gets the last out on a fly out. Goodness gracious. Well, folks, we have found ourselves in a hole completely by Reed Detmer's design. Lumpkins will take the sixth and ideally the seventh. Yeah, Daniels K's. Keishel hits it up to left. No, no, no. No shot there. Come on, David. Good man. And then it'll be Kaldar for the eighth. And if we're lucky enough to score 4 more runs, I'll get Gerst warming up. We'll see. It's not that I'm not confident in that. Menez grounds out. Wardo hops out. I didn't notice they moved Jackson Flora back to the bullpen. Well, yeah. I mean, there's no real part of that that's good. We had 5 hits, 1 walk the whole game, 12 Ks. Detmers was bad. Yeah, like he's had. The White Sox start was better than I remember. He had a good start against the Rays. The Red Sox killed him toward the end. All right. Mojica also had a second error in the left. I have too many guys that are bad defensively. All right. Well, this will be a pretty easy switch. Gabe's going to the IL. Knee tendonitis. And McCombs returns. And that'll be a. I don't think I want McCombs batting third, though. Has Estrella done any better hitting lower in the lineup, lower in the order? No, not really. All right, we'll move him up. I mean, I got to try. So, has Eduardo been better? Yeah, I'd say so. So, Eduardo at 5 is fine. So, we're going to do Estrella, bats third. Jimenez, Eduardo, Antigua, Mojica. I don't think it matters where I hit him. He's just sucked everywhere. Batting seventh, he's been okay. So we'll have him bat seventh. Combs, whoops. Combs will bat eighth. I don't love it, but here we are. And then against lefties, I'll just flip those two. So McCombs bats 5. That is my plan. May it succeed. Wow, the Rangers claimed Jet Williams. Well, I mean, that's why we DFA'd him so that someone could pay the rest of his salary. I mean, fair enough. To be fair, on paper, As a backup infielder, he's really good. He's insanely quick. Again, on paper, he's got an okay bat enough, but that never materialized. And defensively, like I gave him well, let's just call it 114 games second, and his combined zone rating was a negative 9.7 with 9 errors. Like, come on. PM from Aaron Ashby. He'd like to stay. I mean, I don't really want to keep him. Like, he hasn't regressed terribly in the past few years. His movement actually went up, which is kind of funny. But I think we have some guys in AAA we want to give some run to. And since we already extended Keckering and we know Lopez is coming back, then there's no real room unless we move off of Ashby. So sorry, Aaron. All right. John Klein on the mound for game 2. Looks like Culpepper and Eduardo are getting days off, which is fine. And then do I want to give Mojica a day off? Yeah. I'll give him a day off. Lentigua goes to left. Billy can take center. All right. Well, our best hitter is on the IL for 5 weeks. Let's rock and roll. A triple for Sergio Jimenez. Me personally, I would have thrown a home there, but hey, what can you do? McCombs grounds out. I mean, the only benefit of Gabe getting hurt is we're going to get a lot of more Jacob McCombs this season because he's been hurt a decent amount. And like, we could not bring him back in arbitration, especially if Billy Daniels does well. Then I have Lantigua, Daniels, Gonzalez, Mojica, Beltres in AAA. Sergio Jimenez can do a job in a pinch. Like at a certain point, I kind of run out of outfield spots. And McCombs doesn't have much value as a backup because he's not great defensively. You got this, Klein. See? Never worried. Nothing for us in the third. Uh-oh. You got this, John. Oh, he doesn't. He did not, in fact, have this. Did they use an opener? Yeah, they must have. Interesting. So I saw the pitch count and I'm like, that can't be right. You got this, John. Good man. I think we'll get Ashby going. Cameron Millar. Ah, yes, he's the dude I wanted in a trade. But their asking price was way too high. But he's really good. I think I'll try to get him in the off season. Move him into a long relief role. I mean, he's an upgrade over Lumpkins, without question. Huh? Oh, that was a chopper. Okay. I thought that was a drop third strike or something. I'm like, you can't go to second on that. That was very confusing. Good Lord. This catcher is just trying to get all 3 outs by himself. All righty. Not the best from Klein. I mean, he didn't walk anybody, but only 4 Ks. We'll turn to Ashby for the 6th. You got this, Aaron. See? And then if I can get him and Caldara to combine for the 7th and 8th, that keeps my options open for the 9th if we tie it up or take the lead. There we go. All right. That'll be it for Ashby. Caldara to face Parker. Please don't walk him on a full count. Good man. All righty. Keishel Estrella Jimenez. One flies out to center. One gets it down at least. Yeah, it's a double. For a second, it's like that might be a triple, but Estrella does not have the wheels for that, unfortunately. All right, Jimenez, bring him home against the lefty. I'll take the infield single. Do I want to run on Kyle Teal? No. Well, McComb swings at the 3-1 and pops it up. Yeah, that was probably the best chance we're going to get it. Tying it up. Kaldar works it clean, so we're going to get Kecker in warming up. Billy Daniels be the hero. No luck. Swing and a miss. They went righty. Eduardo is tired, but I'm going to give Mojica the bat to see if he can hit a tying home run. He did not. Nope. That's disappointing. That was pretty good work from our pitching staff overall. 13 Ks. Daniels had 3, Holiday had 4. Ethan Holiday, being as bad as he is, like, I should have seen this coming because really the only 2 ratings he has that are good are gap power and his BAPIP. But if his avoid K is bad and his eye is bad, he's not going to put the ball into play as much for the BAPIP to matter. He's in the 6th percentile in Ks, 8th in walks. Like, it's not very good. As we drop game 2. All right, I'm going to sim game 3. Shane Ball's on the mound. We are swept. Players are disappointed to see Jet Williams leave. Okay, players, I'm going to point you to 3 numbers. 1, 171 average. 2, negative 0.5 WAR. 3, negative 2.7 zone rating in second. Like, he had no value to us. So y'all can have fun. What did the Rangers do in response? They did something other than wave. I was going to claim whoever they waved. Just go back and forth. Well, swept by the Royals is pretty grim because now they're right next to us in the division and the wild card. Less than ideal, that is. Cardinals, Phillies, and A's. All right, I think I'll play the Cardinals series, and then the Phillies will be the one I sweep the whole thing. Or sweep the whole thing. Sim the whole thing. Hope we sweep them. All right, Holiday's getting a day off. Culpepper goes back to short. Joey Carr is going to take second. Just going to flip him. Right, Yuri Perez. Doing pretty good, to be fair. All right, Keishel's on second. Jimenez, that should drop. Keishel, however, not quick, but he makes it home all the same. 1-0. Oh boy. Come on, Borthwick. And wild pitch. Oh, never mind. They called a pass ball. Ah, Zaire Hope. Yeah. Kind of, I imagine his actual profile to be. But hey, when you have the opportunity to trade the best pitcher in baseball for prospects and mystery boxes, you kind of got to do it. Kyle Karros, our old friend, hits into the ground out. Thank you, Kyle. Check is in the mail. Yes, he signed with them after the season started for 2.7 million. He has not had a very good season. He's been great at third, and they've already signed him to a 3-year, $17 million extension. I mean, okay. That's the route y'all want to go there. Oh boy. Bold choice. I respect it. Dominic Smith, it's at the center. We're okay. Lantigua's there. I think my goal with Borthwick is if he can get me 6 innings, I'm a happy man, but he's just getting killed in the pitch count. Lantigua deep to left and gone. 3-run shot for our center fielder. He's up to 14 homers on the year, to be fair. He could finish with 20. He could. You never know. Combs, what? Nothing more doing. All right, Harthwick, come on, buddy. God, man. He can't get through innings clean. Ay, 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 ay. All right. We're gonna get Lumpkins warming up. I'm letting Borthwick own this. He gets Zaire Hope. I'm gonna let him face holding, and that's it. Yeah, I got it down. Well, all right, David. Well done, sir. Not a great start from Borthwick at all. Oh, David. I don't hate the idea of trying to upgrade a long reliever and moving Lumpkins out the door. Hayden Tolley. I beg your pardon. All right, so the Red Sox traded him to the Cardinals. I don't know why they keep having him as a hitter. He has never been good. He's been terrible. They keep it going. Part of me respects. The other part of me is like, this is just a waste of ABs for someone. They get the out at home, back to first. That saved Lumpkin's ERA. Nothing for us in the sixth. All right. We're going Woolers. And then we're going to need to figure something out. How many pitches is he at? 15. All right, he's staying in. Let's see if McCombs can hit the baseball. Nope. Asked and answered almost immediately. Car flies out. Not much there. There we go. All right, Wooler's got me 2. Gerst for the 8th, I think. Then Keckering for the 9th. Pretty simple, all things considered. Look at Matthew Liberatore going strong here. There we go. Estrella gets it down. That should kick him out. Yep, they go Ryan Helsley, 38 years old. Oh, he's spinning it this year. Look at those percentiles. My God. Fair enough. Hayton Tully at first base. Y'all, what is happening? They can't be that desperate to get him ABs, man. All right. We're going to go Gerst for the eighth. Please don't get blown up. Oh, boy. Edgar Lopez on second. Dominic Smith is walked. Damn. Rodriguez gets it down. That will score Lopez. Tie ball game, and it advanced Smith to third, so a wasted throw. I'm getting Keckren warming up. All right, cool. Well, not great from Gerst, but here we are. Antigua K's. I'm going to pinch hit for Mojica. With Durbin. It's it up in the center, but that'll be caught. Never. What? Huh? That was such as a nonchalant walking. I'm like, oh, he's going to catch it. And then it just is a ground rule double. All right, I'll let McCombs hit, and he strikes out. Dog, go back to the IL. Respectfully. Joey Carr, walk him off. He tried. Did not work. Also, it's the top of the ninth. It wouldn't have been a walkout anyway. You know what I mean. All right, so Durbin's going to stay in the game and go to second. Billy Daniels will replace Joey Carr and take left. And Keckering, who I forgot to warm up during the inning like a fool. However, I'm going to have Gers face the lefty and then move Keckering in. And he hit him. You know what? That's what I get. Keckering, buddy, best of luck. There we go. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. One of the greatest things. Lennon Sosa. That's a name I haven't heard. He was one of my quad A utility infielder guys for a while in my Rockies rebuild. He stuck on a while with the Cardinals, which is cool. All right. Billy Daniels is the ghost runner. Culpepper is up. Fly out to Hope. What the? Looked like the ball just bounced back there on that screen. Keishel lines out, and they pick off Billy. All right, Keckering, buddy. Good luck. Fun to advance him. So we need a strikeout. We're not going to get it, so this has to hit to the infield. It is not. Fly out to center. Throw is not in time. Cardinals walk us off in the 10th. You can't blame Keckering for that. The whole point of the ghost runner is he's supposed to score. Culpepper had an error again. And there's your run difference. But also Borthwick. Like, what are you doing? I mean, these are his 5 starts for me. The first 2 were really good. The last 3 have been pretty poor. Isn't great. I mean, offensively, we had 4 hits and 11 Ks, like, at a certain point. We will sim game 2. Hudson Roan on the mound. I don't want to click on the box score. Yep, saw that coming. Oh, Ashby got hurt for 2. Caldara gave up 6. All right, I'm gonna scroll down to show his August ERA. He gave up 5 runs against the Rays, only 1 earned against the Orioles and White Sox, and then 6 here. 13.5. Yikes. And then Craig came in and gave up 2. Literally, no one did well. That's just tragic. That is I mean, that's like Caldara's ERA is dead the rest of the season. Like, it does not matter if he pitches aces in September. He's doomed. Ashby also gave up a pair of runs for the first time in a while. Yeah, since the 10th. Who knew that also having like the worst defense in the game of baseball would have such catastrophic ramifications? All right, Reed, I'm going to be honest. Give me something, man. It's not. It's going to be a sad day. I'm giving Culpepper the day off. We're going to have, who do I want leading off here? Love Holiday lead off. And then I think I'll have Durbin take second. Flip those two. Well, it can't possibly go worse than last game in the pitching department. There we go. Lead off double for Holiday. Durbin gets it down off the wall. Look at those two. A nice RBI triple. And Estrella brings him home. Fair enough. But hey, a 2-run lead. Oh boy. We're okay. Keisha's on second. Billy pops it up about 55 feet. Nothing for us. And Cardinals are on the board. Luke Keishel, RBI double. Look at him. Post injury, he is remembering how to hit the baseball. Always good. McCombs, not so much. Oh, boy. Yeah, Mahika grounds out. Nothing there anyway. We do increase our lead. Detmers is doing okay. First of all, look at how far out he went into the infield and how far Estrella was out. The timing on that does not make sense. Detmers got popped. Very tragic, but I'm also kind of running out of bullpen arms, Reed. They're going lefty. They get McCombs. This is partially a facetious question. How many hits does he have since coming back from injury? He has 2. Neat. And it's a shame because right when he got injured was when he was doing pretty good. Oh, Lopez. Very good. That's a clutch K. Can he get Edgar Lopez? Swinging he does. Yeah. I think Lopez needs to be in our bullpen next year. I think the question of what role he has is open. But I think he needs to be there, which means Ashby kind of has to go to make the numbers work. Ethan Holiday, deep to left, off the wall again. Maybe Ethan Holiday leadoff man is the move, but Culpepper's been a really good leadoff man for essentially the whole save, so I don't really want to mess with that. And Estrella strikes out. This dude, he fans at a ball that bounced off the plate. Fair enough. All right, I'm going to let Lopez face Caros and whoever's next, and then I'll pull him. Zaire Hope. Oh, this could backfire. We're okay. All right, that'll be it for Lopez. 1 2/3, 2 hits, 4 Ks. Take that. And Brendan Woolers immediately gives up the go-ahead home run. Well, in case we tie it up or take the lead, we'll get Kekrin going. Mojica with a chance to do literally anything this season. Walked him. We're gonna have Joey Carr pinch run. We're gonna send him. There we go. Easily done. All right, Billy, bring him home. He hits it deep to right. That will not quite advance him. Yeah, Holiday pops it up. Rat. All right, Durbin. Yeah, and he pops it up too. Yeah. I think if I had to bet right now, I'd say we're not going to make the wild card. I think we're just blowing too many of these games close at the end. I mean, we had 9 hits. 6 of them were Eduardo and Ethan. Like McCombs went 0 for 4 with 3 Ks. He just doesn't really have it. All right, we have a day off, which is insanely good for our bullpen. Both Caldara and Cray are cold. Poor Caldara, man. He just keeps getting sent in there to die. All right, Philly series. We are simming the whole thing. Come what may. See what happens. We lose it in 11. Sure. Geez. Gerst gave up 3. Woolers gave up 3. They scored 7 runs in the 11th inning. I didn't expect our bullpen to be this bad. You could argue it was the strength of our team. I mean, Klein didn't do great. He allowed 3 runs in 5 innings. He did have 8 Ks. Correa, Ashby were solid. Keckering's run was unearned because that would have been, yeah, that run. And then Gerst just got killed. I mean, his August ERA is an 8.44. Woolers, his August ERA is a 5.22 or 5.25, excuse me. Sim game 2. Hey, we won a game of baseball. Mojica with 3 hits, including a home run. Clap him in. Clap him in. Very good, sir. Shane Baz, great start. He allowed a run on no hits, just kind of funny. 8 Ks. Correa, 2 scoreless. Look at him trying to get his ERA back under control. Keckering got the blown save, but also the win. Fair enough. Oh, yeah, Mojica hit the walk-off single. Oh, no, against Zerpa, my old friend. But hey, we got the win. All right, rubber match. Who's got it? They do. 2-8. Borthwick gave up 3. Ashby got popped for 3 runs. Lopez got popped for 2, and that's that. 5 hits the whole game. Ethan Holiday. Estrella had his 20th home run of the season. Estrella's had a really good month from the slugging department. Yeah. So right now we're 62 and 67. We have lost all but 2 series this month. We swept the Cubs 2 out of 3 from the White Sox. We've lost every other series. We've been swept twice. We are last in the division. We are 2 games back of the AL wild card, and yet the team is still happy. So fair enough. Let's play game 1 against the A's with Hudson Rowan on the mound. Looks like we're giving Eduardo a day off. And then I think McCombs, I also want to give a day off to. So Billy will take right field. All right. Let's rock and roll. Hudson Rowan, it is your job to have a good start and help us get a win. Mojica goes down. Salazar follows suit. Well, I hope you like pitching and not good offense. Oh, Jim Ford, that ball was in the opposite batter's box. Spencer Jones, it's a third, the throw in time. That's probably it for Hudson Rowan, though. He's at 83. We'll see. I think I'll probably have him start the 6th, but I doubt he finishes it. But with how taxed our bullpen is, I kind of want to try him. You know what? At least Billy hit the ball. All right. Nah, he's close enough to the red. Hey, Caldara, you ready? All I need from him is 1 inning. Please, Richard. Please. Surely Lantigua gets that. We're okay. Very good. All right. That's all I want from Caldara. That's it. Because now we're just going to do 1 inning, 1 inning, 1 inning, and not throw our guys around as much. Culpepper grounds out. I'm going to pinch hit for Holiday with Joey Cart, who he probably, yeah, he hasn't really gotten any ABs recently. But he has power. Did not come through here, but he tried. Strela K's. All right. Culpepper will go back to short. Carr will take second. Lumpkins will come in for the 7th. And that's probably all I want from him. Yeah, he's on 18 pitches. We'll get Woolers next. But first, the question of the day, will we be able to score a run? Not from Jimenez, we won't. Antigua K's again. Keishel gets it down in center. All right, Mojica. He gets it down and right. Listen, if we have to death by 1,000 singles this, I'm perfectly okay with that. Oh, come on, Salazar. Nope. If Eduardo wasn't tired, I would have pinch hit for him. All right, Woolers for the 8th. Good man. If I go Gerst, I think I'll warm Gerst up. Mason Montgomery, our old friend, traded to the A's, I assume at the deadline. Indeed. I mean, his ERA is high, but whip ain't bad. Definitely on a downward trajectory, though. A bit of a shame. Culpepper grounds out. And down goes Joey. All right, so here's my plan. Groover, I'll let Woolers face him. That's what I get. I'm keeping him in. Yeah. I mean, his pitching wise was still in the green. He just lost it. Yeah, that's tough for Woolers. Yeah. I mean, he gives up almost 2 home runs per nine. Part of that's because his last 3 outings, he's given up one of which he didn't give an out. So, but regardless, he's walking 5.3 per nine. It's a 1.6 whip, 333 BABIP. Like, think we are getting very close to punting on it. Enrique Liera gets Player of the Week in High A. Is he ready for the Texas League? I would say so. Call him up. The Blay Wichita for the 22-year-old. All right. I'm going to sim the Reed Detmers game. I believe in our ace. Gave up 3 runs in 5. Ashby Gerst did their best. Like, I'm not saying I regret giving the man a 4-year, $172 million extension. But man, August was not his month. Yeah, ERA of 5. He had an ERA of 5.16 in July. This could get bad. I'm glad Ashby was able to get 2 scoreless. Gerst also. Yeah, I mean, offensively, like, unfortunately, Mojica is an automatic out, effectively, at this point. McCombs, since coming back from injury, has had 1 2-hit day. Ethan Holiday is not a starter right now. Culpepper is starting to get cold. How's he doing in second? Not great, but here we are. All right, let's play the finale. See if we can at least salvage something from this series. Estrella to the bench. So yeah, Durbin will take third. That's pretty simple. Billy Daniels is also cold, which is a little unfortunate. I'll give Culpepper the day off. Holiday can lead off. Keishel kind of want to keep where he is. So Joey Carr, come on down. All right. Here we go. John. A's take the lead. Oh, right. And we also have a weird suspended game situation coming up with the Taggers. And Jared Jones started that game, and he's no longer on the team. So I don't know how that's going to work when the game loads in. I'll figure that out when I cross that bridge, I guess. There we go. Joey Carr, an RBI double. Lantigua beats out the throw. Runners at the corners. Jimenez hits it up into the left. That won't get out. Down we go. Down to Goblin Town. Urban walks. 2 men on for Salazar, who promptly grounds out. If the bar for backup catcher wasn't set insanely low by Leo Bernal the last couple years, I would be a little mad at Salazar, but like, what do you want from the man? Clean fifth from John. Jimenez hits it into left. That'll land. We cannot see the throw in. There it is. Lantigua makes it home, and we have the lead. All right. We're gonna get Correa warming up. No trouble at all, John Klein. Crisp today. By God, I'm trying to get him get 7. Oh, he gave up the run. Dang it all. All right. I mean, still 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, no walks, 6 Ks. You take that any day of the week. So now it's up to Correa. Please don't do this to me, Juan. He did it to me. Jose with the RBI single. Our bullpen really is atrocious. And coming into the season, by rating, it was our strength. All right. I'm going to pitch Keckering in what's probably going to be a non-save situation. And our old friend Mason Montgomery is back. Gets Lantigua. Menez hits it back. Adams safe. Oh no. Now our old friend is hurt. Mason Miller back on the A's. That's fun. He's not the closer this year, which is a little boring. All right, McCombs, redeem yourself. There we are. He hits it into left. We're moving. Runners first and second. Luke Keeschel hits it to second for the double play. Fair enough. We're going to bring on Keckering for the 9th. All right. Durbin, and then I'm going to pinch it for Salazar, assuming Mason Miller stays in the game. Durbin gets it down. Very good. All right, it's still Miller. Pinch hitting for Salazar with Culpepper's cold. I don't want him hitting. Eduardo. If you strike out on 3 pitches, Ika pops it up. All right, down to our last out. And it is Ethan Holiday. And he strikes out swinging. Yeah, I think with that, that is pretty much our season done. 8 games under. I mean, John Klein, like 7 innings, 2 runs, you lose. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, that is likely us down and out going into September. Player development update. Caldara improves, which is good. His horrendous August notwithstanding. Cameron Poe sees some improvement, but I doubt he's going to get called up. Wohlers improves. Lumpkins gets worse. Yeah, I think. I mean, he's still on the minimum. Like, he's not ARB eligible yet. But also, he's unhappy with his role on the team. His expected role is bullpen. That's what he is. A little confused about that. All right, so we need to make 2 call ups. Sal Roque crushing it. All right, he's going up to double A. He's probably only going to get like 2 starts, maybe, but we're seeing it through. All right, so we get 2 call ups. First, we're expanding the bullpen. I think the easy choice is probably Yendi. Get him back. Because Yendi is the only one out of Rojas, Nazir White, Yendi Gomez that has a chance at being on the team next season. Might be worth it to give him some run. I think if we want to go like best guys, get him up now, could recall Yandre. But I think I'm just kind of out on Runday. We could call up McCauley, but I don't think he's ready for the majors. Like he has no rating above 55 besides home run allowed. Pitches aren't too great. I think McCauley stays. Steve Taylor, kind of similar argument. Well, I mean, he's only rated at a 40 right now. Yeah, I think we're going to call up Yendi back, which I accept is not particularly flashy, but he's the only one with a chance of making the team next year. So I think we give him the reps to see it through. He'll join the setup man group and he can pitch in the seventh or later. We're not going to a 6-man rotation, which means we're adding a hitter. I mean, there's no real point in adding an infielder unless we want to add someone to spell Keishel at first base. But he's been hurt so much this year. I kind of want to give him the ABs. Holiday, we need to play. Estrella, we need to play. I kind of want to bench McCombs, just fundamentally, or at least platoon him in right. So I think that's probably what I'll end up doing. Is Beltre healthy? Oh, Prelip got hurt again. That sucks. He might not have been a bad idea for a call up. Yeah, I think we. I have so many outfielders in the 40 man. I think we're going to call Beltre back, get him up here. And then I'm going to wait to do any lineup stuff until after this very weird suspended game stuff happens. Because this always makes things go a little silly. So, which is the. All right, so game one's the suspended game. I'm going to save because last time we had a suspended game like this, it literally broke the game. Okay, resume game. All right, we're in the bottom of the eighth. These are the only guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's fine. All right. I am going to attempt. Yeah, see, I can't. Guess I have to hit. See, I can't make subs. I can't do anything. And Woolers is getting killed because he is inheriting his previous stamina drain. Yeah, and they scored the tying run, whatever. Hey, we take the lead. Look at us. Yep, and now the AI put Keckering in, which is the correct decision. And we win. Okay. So good news is we won. God, the way suspended games work in this game are so weird. So that goes on. Aaron Ashby got the blown save back in the day when this game was played. Very weird, very odd. I hate how suspended games are done in this game. Okay, game two, the actual game. It is Shane Boz, right? Yeah. Okay. So I think I'll give. Yeah, Jimenez just kind of needs to play at this point. I'll give Mojica the day off. Beltre can take over in the left. Durbin over Estrella at third. Then after this game, we'll do our lineup in platoons and get that set because I have a feeling I'm going to be simming quite a few games in September. Bases loaded. Sergio Jimenez. Does he have it? Nope. Swing and a miss. What about McCombs? He hits it arguably worse because he hit, no, definitely worse. He hits into the double play. Get this dude off my team. Depending on how much he wants in ARB, I may just not bring him back. And it's probably going to be pretty low. It's going to be probably around like 2 million. And the game's suspended. Quit. Now I'm going to have to deal with the stupid suspended game stuff again. You useless game. All right. So, yeah, and I can't put anyone in. So the AI is just going to do whatever they want. Here we are. We're just spectators for this suspended game. Look at Beltray getting a hit. RBI single for the man. Get Shane Boz out of this game, AI. I'm going to warm up Lumpkins to help you to that conclusion. Get him in. The fact that the suspended game thing hasn't been fixed in an update is kind of insane. Salazar hits into the fielder's choice. What's Lumpkin's pitch count at? 15. All right, let's warm up Ashby. Ashby. I think if Lumpkins can get Carey and then Marquise Smith, I'll be okay. Well, I think the other problem is Blumpkins' stamina is just falling off a cliff, and so him as a long reliever really isn't an option at this point. All right, Ashby, good man. Then he'll take the 7th. Done and dusted. We'll do Kaldar for the 8th, Gers for the 9th, and figure out the rest after that. Beltray. Beltray deep to center and a ga. 3-run shot for the young guy. Look at him. Look at our boy. That's a potential 60 power right there. Dare I say. Yeah, I think we're gonna platoon McCombs. I don't really want to platoon Mojica because at this point he just needs ABs. All right, we're gonna go Caldara for the 8th. Richard, don't do this to me. All right, and then Gerst will come in for the save. Got it done. All right. We won that weird suspended game shenanigans, which never does not annoy me. And now we move on to game 2. Antigua's doing pretty good. I'm going to give Sergio the day off. Mojica to DH, and he's going to bat 4th. And then Beltray in left. Keishel can have the... No, I'll let Keishel. I'll let him play. All right, Borthwick, please, God, get me 6 innings and 2 runs. Well, there's one. All right, Beltray's on second. Culpepper walked him. 2 men aboard. Ethan Holiday walked him too. Bases loaded. Willie Estrella swung at a ball. Down we go. You got this, Coleman. So he didn't have it. His ERA split from when he was with the Nats to when he was with me is going to be insane. I mean, give me some outs, buddy. Thank you. If you're going to get shelled, at least have the decency to get me like 1 additional inning to help my bullpen. Lopez for the 6th. Already gives up a solo shot. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Eduardo is ice cold, but there's really no point in having him platoon more often with Salazar. All right, runners at the corners. Holiday hits it into center. That'll land. Let the record show we did not get shut out. Oh, what a low bar I have. Willie Estrella, by the way, is a sub 300 on base. Insanity. Mojica, he swung at the 3-0 and flew out. Benched. He's done. 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 I don't care that he's a DH and he's probably not going to come up to bat again. Get him gone. Durbin, congrats. You're going to get an appearance. On. What a tragic state of affairs. Borthwick gets killed. Lopez and Correa both give up runs. Offensively, we're terrible. That's that. God, there's been so many games in this Tiger series. They won't let me leave. I'll sim the finale. I'm done here. Yeah, we lost it 2-3. That tracks. Rowan does okay. Yendy Gomez gives up a run, takes the loss. Ashby gets a clean. Aaron Ashby really has been so good, and I wish we were more competitive to where it would matter. I mean, right now we're 4.5 games back, and we're chasing every other team in the division also. All right, let's set up our platoons. So, everyone is cold. It's fine. I think Eduardo Salazar, no platoon there. Keishel also, I want to give him pretty much everyday Bs because he missed 3 weeks with an injury. Culpepper, I think we will kind of platoon. We'll have Joey Card go every third game. Estrella, I don't know how his WAR is positive. How's he been at third? Not great. Yeah, I think similarly, we'll have every fourth game with Durbin. Shortstop, Ethan Holiday is just getting it. Either it works or it doesn't work. He needs ABs. Outfield is where I think we're going to make, everyone's going to platoon. Who is better at left? Beltre. I just want to compare Beltre and Billy Daniels really quick. Yeah, so Beltre is better offensively. Defensively, I mean, Billy has the cannon. I think let's do this. So Billy Daniels is going to come in. It's called every 5 for Mojica. Beltre. I think we're going to try out Beltre at center. Beltre at center. Lantigua, I kind of want to give ABs to. And then Beltre in right. That's going to be literally every 2 days they flip. And then Mojica will be back up DH. That's my platoon. I think we're going to keep to this batting order. Let me just copy everything, paste it, then move everybody up one. Put Salazar in. All right. Those are our platoons. Pitching wise, I mean, we're keeping it stupid simple. Let's see. Yeah, because I can no longer set the whole lefty thing, can I, from the screen? All right. We have a series against Seattle. I'm going to be honest. I think I'm just going to sim all 4 games, and we'll see where we at when we take on the Tigers again. Game 1. We lose 4-5. Culpepper got the day off. Keishel hit lead off, which is kind of funny. Eduardo had 3 hits. Joey Carr had the first home run of his MLB career. Estrella had an error. All 4 runs were unearned. There was a passed ball also. Like, I can't put Estrella anywhere. I can't put Luke Keishel anywhere. I think the idea of trading Luke Keishel is getting very appealing. And we're walked off in 11 after Gomez gave up 3. He's done. Get him gone. Taylor or Yandre? Yandre, come back. Congrats, buddy. Out of the kindness of my heart, you are allowed to return. That's 2 games he's cost me now. Unbelievable. Keckering also has 7 blown saves this season for those keeping track at home. Game 3, we lose that one too, 7-8. Correa is popped. Woolers is popped. Woolers' ERA is now 5.53. Correa a 5.12. I'm playing the finale. I'm tired of losing games when I sim because God, does it happen a lot. All right. Yeah, so Culpepper's getting the day off. See what we got. You got this. Oh boy. Mariners already up 2-0. What if I'll get fired? I don't think I'll get fired because we just had a contract extension last season. So I imagine my job is safe. However, good Lord, the urge to just quit, start elsewhere. Like, I'm done. Turn this into a journey, man. Borthwick gives up another. Hey, Mojica had his 3rd home run of the year. Don't look up how many ABs he's had. Ay, ay, ay. McCombs, back-to-back jacks. Nope, he flew out. Oy vey. Car goes down, nothing doing. Dog. I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't expect Borthwick to be like our best pitcher or anything, but he has been so bad since those first 2 starts. It's actually crazy. I'm leaving him in. Like, either he gets it or he doesn't, which it seems to be he will not. Lovely throw there from Lantigua. Yeah, that's it for Borthwick, obviously. Bases loaded, no outs. You get 2 runs. I feel like either side would kind of take that. Yandre, I'm going to be honest, dude. Could you get like 2 more outs, please? There's one. Can you get Montes? No. All right. Caldara, buddy. I apologize in advance. There we go. He got the outs. And he got me through the 8th. All right. On the off chance we score more than 4 runs, I'll get Keckeren warming up. Runner on second. Mojica. Swing and a miss. Swept in 4. Unbelievable. Are we gonna? What was our record in year four? 77 and 85. So, or that was better than, yeah, look, we're on pace to have a worse record than our worst season so far. We'd have to go 13 and 9 to finish, to not finish with our worst record. That's a yike. All right. So now draft pick signing deadline is coming up. These two have both rejected us, which is rude. I'm going to sim game one of the Tiger series. We'll play 2 and 3, and then that'll be it. Yay, we won a game of baseball. And we got a third round comp pick for not signing our boys. Salazar had 3 hits, including a home run. Beltre Antigua had homers. Very good. Hudson Rowan did okay. Correa gave up another run. Stop me if you've heard that before. All right. Game 2, Reed Detmers. Ooh, okay. So Lantigua gets the day off. Do I want Beltre in center? Or do I want Billy Beltre? All right, Beltre in center. Yeah, we have quite a lot of backups in right now. I'm gonna have Beltre play. Yeah, I'm gonna give Lukeisha the day off. Lukeisha gets the day off. Estrella moves to first. Durbin will come in and play third. All righty, Ethan Holiday, Lantigua, Mojica, Keishel, Eduardo. We're playing the B team, folks. And Reed Detmers has already given up a pair of runs. It tracks. Make that 4. Hey, remember when we signed Reed Detmers to an insane contract extension during this season? That was a choice. And I hit the wrong button and he gave up 3 more. That tracks. All right, he gave me the 5th. Ay, ay, ay. All right, Reed. Just complete and total disaster from Mr. Detmers. David, give me the outs. Oh, boy. All righty, we go to the bottom of the 7th. We're 2 runners aboard. Salazar hits it into right. That should land. I am not sending them with 1 out. Carr lines out. Culpepper. Swing and a miss. All right. Caldar for the 8th. They get a run. I'm going to pitch Keckering in definitely not a save situation, but here we are. Yeah, that went about as poorly as you can imagine. If Reed Detmers doesn't bounce back next year, we are in very big trouble. All right. Nobody is tired anymore, which is good. Oh, good. And it's Scooble. Love that for us. Yeah. All righty. John Klein, one of the lone bright spots down the stretch, which inevitably means he's going to get shellacked this game, sure. His pitch count is already quite insane. Got through 5, though. What's he at? 77? All right. Hey, we finally got a runner in scoring position. Salazar gets it down. That should score Mojica. We're on the board. See if Beltre can bring him home. Not quite. I mean, to be fair, he brought him home in the sense that he had to cross home to get to the dugout to get his stuff. So from that perspective, he did okay. Clean 6th. Look at John Klein. Remember when I had him as a long reliever for a bit? Those were the days. 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 9 Ks. A dependable man this season. A very dependable man. I'm very afraid of what his ARB number is going to be. Lopez, don't do this to me. Thank you. Mojica is on second. Woolers. How do I have such a big bullpen and yet everyone seems to be tired all the time? Is it because when you sim games, the AI is incompetent with bullpen management? Yes. That's beside the point. All right, we're going to let Lopez face Max Clark, and that'll be it. Good man. Oilers will come in to get me 2 outs. Thank you much. Then I'll wait to get Gerst warming up. Ooh. Beltre's on second. Ethan struck out. All right. I'll get Gerst warming up if there's trouble. No trouble at all. All righty. Solo shot. We tie the game. Anything more? We walk him off. Tyler Holton on the mound. If Tyler Holton is still with the Tigers in 2032, I will be amazed. Jimenez gets it down. Very good. We have the go-ahead run on first. Lantigua strikes out swinging. Alex Mojica is the last out. And he hits it to first. The relay in time. Down we go. We drop it 2-1. My least favorite score to lose by. Once again, we have wasted another beautiful John Klein start with a horrendous offense. Lantigua went 0 for 4 with 4 Ks. What's his September split? Yeah, that's about what I thought. 256 on base. Not great. All right. Castillo gets player of the week in AA. Happy for him. All right. So we currently sit 65 and 78. Not going to make the playoffs, obviously. Like that dream has effectively died, however you want to slice it. What I will do, so I'll end the episode here, and then off stream, I'll definitely play through Reds Brewers, but if it's getting to the point where like nothing is exciting is happening, might play through the whole rest of the season. That I don't love doing that, but we'll see. And then we're gonna have a pretty big off season to figure out like, we're currently 13th in runs, 14th in batting WAR, 12th in homers, 10th in starter ERA, 9th in bullpen. We're the worst defense in baseball. How am I going to fix that in one off season? I don't quite know, but we'll figure it out. So, pretty disappointing episode. We officially fallen out of any hope of contending for the playoffs. That is that. It is what it is. But we will pick up next time, and it will be a little bit before my next stream with, ending out this season, figuring out an off-season plan going forward for how we're going to fix what has been a horrendous team. So thank you all for watching. See you next time.